We got to talk USC recruiting. Moments ago, huge development went down. USC makes a switch at quarterback. Husan Longstreet, the number 4 quarterback in America, is in. Julian Lewis, the longtime USC Trojan commitment, is out. We're going to break it all down. I got Scott Trader from WeRSC. USC fans, do me a favor before we get all into it. Hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We've been talking USC. We're going to continue talking USC. So jump on board, hit subscribe. All right, let's bring in Scott Trader from WeRSC. Scott, news hits on Sunday. Husan Longstreet is a USC Trojan. How did we get here?
Yeah, I think I just think the separation with Julian Lewis had begun probably a lot longer ago than we think, and I like fans were noticing it, and we were talking about it. The visits, the late visits, and stuff like that Julian set up, I think started to wear on USC, and they had kept communicating with Longstreet, all the way back until the springtime. They never stopped. Luke Hewer didn't, at least. So, I just think they like him better as a player. They like him better as a fit personality wise. And it's just, it all came together really, really a lot faster than we anticipated.
Yeah. Now, he's from Corona, California, a local native, compared to Julian Lewis, who's from Carrollton, Georgia, halfway across the country. Now, Julian Lewis, though, I mean, he was this class. There was a period of time, I think 5 or 6 months, where he was the only commitment in the USC class. Now he's gone. I mean, does it feel weird to say Julian Lewis is no longer a USC Trojan?
Yeah, when you go, he committed August 22nd of last year. So, we're talking like, a year and a half. So, it is odd because, it's just we've been talking about Julian, but, at the same time, we've been talking about him taking visits. I mean, we've done Julian Lewis stuff.
Yeah, we've done some content here on Julian Lewis.
Yeah, there's a lot there, and anytime somebody takes a visit like that, you have to follow up on it. That's what we do. So, it's not completely surprising to me the way things kind of felt maybe in the last month or so. But yeah, it is kind of strange that he's not the guy. And at one time, there were a lot of other guys that some of us thought would follow him to USC too, like his teammate Shamar Arnaud, and I think Carday Smith and him have a relationship to some degree. But I think most people are going to look at this as an upgrade. I know USC considers it that they upgraded their quarterback situation.
Yeah, now, so USC fans that have been in the comments section of these videos for the last 8-10 months telling me, Josh, there's just no way. You are completely wrong. There's no way Julian Lewis doesn't end up in our class. Well, here we are 3 weeks from signing day, and Husan Longstreet is the signal caller. Why do you think this is a better fit on the field? From an on-field perspective, talking X's and O's with Husan Longstreet, why do you think he's a better fit than Julian Lewis for USC right now?
I think he's a better fit. Right now, you have Jaden Mayaba has taken over the starting quarterback job for Miller Moss, and Jaden Mayaba is going to be at USC next year, and if he has a strong finish with the final 2 games, he would be the guy that would be looking to be the starter next year, right? You always have somebody who's going to be the leader in the clubhouse, and I think Julian, and deservedly so, thinks that he can go in and play as a freshman and make a positive impact, and I could see that happening. And Colorado's the perfect fit with Sanders leaving. And I think it's a perfect kind of transition for USC. And, you end up going from Jaden Mayaba, to Husan Longstreet in a couple of years. And then you have Ryder Lyons, if he comes in 2 years after that. So it's kind of, there's a nice progression there if everything works out.
Yeah, you can see it building there. Speaking of building, there's been a lot of talk this season about whether or not USC is recruiting their home state of California well enough. And now, Husan Longstreet, the 5-star quarterback out of the state of California. Do you think that there could be maybe a surge of local prospects that could follow Husan Longstreet, either from the 25 or 26 class?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of them that will necessarily follow him. But the topic of bringing in more guys from Southern California, even the West Coast in general has been a hot one. And I think USC has addressed that. And they spent this last off season not only trying to get this 2025 class together, they spent a lot of time on the class of 2026 local kids, bringing them in, for some one-on-one stuff and really started to build the relationship pretty strong. So no doubt, I think this is all of the local kids are loving what happened today.
Yeah.
The more local kids you have on a football team here in Los Angeles, the better. And it's the same anywhere else in the country. The local guys, they're easier to recruit, and there's a familiarity, for all those guys as well.
Yeah, and generally speaking, they take pride in playing for their hometown or home state team. So we'll see what happens following the Husan Longstreet commitment. One more prospect we got to talk about. That was five-star defensive lineman Jahkeem Stewart. He took his official visit to USC this weekend. I mean, hey, you landed one five-star that visited. What's the odds that they could land Jahkeem Stewart as well? Inside Scoop listeners, let's talk Prize Picks because we hit this week. I told you guys what we were playing. We were going to play Carson Beck on his more than passing yards. He hit, and we were going to play Nico Imaliava less than his 182.5 passing yards, and he hit the less than. So we won big money. That's why we love Prize Picks. You guys know how to play Prize Picks. You pick two or more players, then select more or less on their stat line. You can submit a lineup in less than 60 seconds. And right now, if you pay $5 to play any bet, win or lose, after that bet, you'll have $50 in your account. That's right. What a promo. Prize Picks is easy, fun. It's a great way to play Dailies Fantasy while you watch your favorite college football team. And let me know how you guys did on your lineups this weekend. I won, but I love to hear about how you guys did. So Prize Picks, the most fun and easy way to make a little money during the college football season. And all you got to do for that promo is go to prizepicks.com/inside scoop. Use promo code inside scoop and you'll receive that guaranteed $50 when you play $5 in lineups. So go to prizepicks.com/inside scoop, promo code inside scoop. That's daily fantasy sports made easy by Prize Picks.
Yeah, there was a time where I thought USC would be in the final two, and there's a lot that's gone on since then, and I wasn't really quite sure where things stood. He's going back to Oregon for another visit, which is to me significant. He's still got Ohio State left as well, but the USC sources are feeling like they got a really, really good chance with Jahkeem Stewart. The relationship is there, not only with him, but with Clyde Alexander, with Coach Eric Henderson. I think the USC staff in general, collectively, there's like 4 or 5 guys that have really spent a lot of time building relationships here. And relationships still do matter to some degree. When you start talking about these elite guys, NIL is obviously going to be way up at the top of the list. But I think there's more that's going on with Jahkeem Stewart than just NIL.
All right. Well, today, USC fans, it's all about Husan Longstreet. And talk to me. Hey, let's put our past behind. I know we didn't all see eye to eye on the Julian Lewis stuff, but now that that's gone, how are you feeling about five-star Husan Longstreet, the number 4 ranked quarterback in the country? Talk to me. Why do you feel like he is the best fit for USC? Let us know. Comment section below.